Still just trying to get a few things set up, guys. Arrow. Just fixing here. Let me check one more. All right. Are we getting a really nice tight 15-minute candle, guys? I still yet to go get me a battery for my remote. So still just kind of going through my settings just to make sure everything's working correctly. We got plenty of time. What time is it? We started a little bit earlier because we were trying the X Live. So just in case there was any kind of hiccups, I had time to fix it. What do we think? We want to pull back maybe into the 637s this morning into that current mid. Maybe if we get through that mid, that'll give us some run these 4-hour lows. We got those 4-hour lows all the way down at 565. So, but I feel like if I would like for us to just kind of push back into the 25s and just go back up. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for this morning too. I'd like to see a pullback into like the 25s, kind of back into this consolidation zone here where we consolidated last night and just rip back up. Or take out we've already kind of pulled back 50% of the 4-hour candles. So we've already got the 50% pullback. So maybe it's just a straight up morning. So we ran is that the news? Okay, so this is the data candle here, sitting up there at 720. So I wouldn't mind seeing a little quick push down, retest this 5-minute trend line for anybody that likes to trade 5-minute trend lines. So that's kind of why I was like, I think it'll just take a little bit to get through this mess here. Because we consolidated almost all night long between 610 and 637. So we were kind of stuck in 20, 30 point range last night no, we weren't. That was yesterday between 2 and 3. We were stuck in this, let's see, where were we stuck last night? Here's 5 o'clock. We opened around 620, kind of stuck between, I'm assuming the 60s and the 50s. It kind of looks like we did have like a nice little push up at one point last night, but it seemed like we I am looking at the wrong thing. I don't know why I'm looking there. All right. Here's our consolidation back here around the 500s. I'm sorry. So we were way off. I was like, something just doesn't look right there. So here's all that consolidation back down at 590s. We don't care which way the market goes, guys. As long as we can get our, 15 to 30 points, that's all we care about. That is all we care about. Here's your levels for the ES for anybody that's looking for some levels to trade off on the ES. Right now, that 38. Let me see where the bull bear line is this morning. Let's see. Let's see what useful information here says. Yes, spent last Tuesday largely consolidated. Where are we at? 69.93. Yes, we'll defend the 64.72. Didn't quite get the push up there. 63.93. Man, that's kind of way off there. 69.49. I think that's where we're at. So basically, if we can break 60.49 this morning, we should get a push up to 69.78 on ES. Bears case. Let's see. What's 69? All right. What's up, Ponzi? I usually don't take trades on the ES. I just focus on getting my 10 to 30 points on the NQ on my fundeds. That's how I've stayed consistent with my fundeds, and I think that's what's helped me the most to get to payouts with staying somewhere between that range every day. And it's just either a win or loss mentality. So once we take our loss, if we take a loss, we put the account away. We take a win, we put it away. We only take 10 points, we put it away. So whatever happens with that one funded trade I get, that's just what I live with. So it's either a woohoo or a man. So it's just whatever happens. Because I got two accounts that are within $800 of $1,000 payout on each. Then the third one, I need about $1,500 to get a payout. Right now, we're trading 3 funded accounts with Bulanox. I have 6 funded with them, but they don't allow me to trade 3 at a time. I did have a elusive account a few weeks back, but I lost my elusive one back in March. So right now we are sitting at 25,917 on our elusive. I'm going to focus that one more on gold. That's going to be my gold trader account in the evening. Once I get it to funded, that'll be strictly a gold account. And I'm also working on a My Funded Futures eval. So I've never had a funded account with My Funded Futures. So we got $1,200 in our 50K at the moment. So, but we got to make $3,000. So we still got a ways to go on that one. So that'll be one of the ones that we'll probably trade later this morning. Well, I guess we're trading at least 6 accounts. So we're trading 3 fundeds and 3 evals. Now, if you count the 25K that I strictly pretty much trade during the lunch hour on My Funded Futures TV, so I guess we actually are trading 7 different accounts. No, I eventually want to get over to a cash account just because I've been so consistent lately with my funded accounts. So eventually we do want to get over to a cash account just because we've been so consistent. But I like prop firms just because, you know, I know how much money I'm risking if I lose an account where, you know, if I'm trading on prop firm account, I know that my max loss is whatever I paid for that account. Or eval, if I lose my eval, you know, whatever how much I paid for that eval, that's how much money I'm going to lose. Where if I had $2,000 or $3,000 in a cash account, I know there's that possibility of me having a tilt day than losing a lot of money. But eventually I want to get like a small, like $1,000 cash account to trade a couple micros on. And the only reason why, like I said, we've been very consistent with this funded. A couple little break-even trades, but I've only actually had like real losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 losses of like $100 or more. And that's in 4.5 months. Oh, wait, that's my 25K. Oh, no, it's not. You can see I've taken 54 trades with this. We've taken out $2,030 out of this account. And I'm working on this is what we're working on our third payout with this account. So we've just been like, what has helped me the most is I started this about the end of last year, is stay really focused on how much money I'll lose every day. Because that's been like one of the hardest parts for me in the past is accepting that red day and without continued trading. So I've gotten really good about if I take a loss, man, just put your account away and just come back tomorrow and get all those those evil trading demons out of the way that we usually get when we take that loss. We're like, I took a loss. I think I can get it back. I have used very little order flow. I know very little about it. More or less my trading just comes from all the chart time I put in and just recognizing chart patterns and trading price action and trading off higher time frames. So that's what all these little squares are. They represent higher time frames. So the bigger squares you see here are the hourly candles. The smaller candles that you see in the middle, those are your 15-minute candles. And the boxes on the very end is your 4-hour candles. So this way we can kind of see when we run a previous hourly high or a previously hourly low, or if we're getting kind of break of structure on the hourly candle, or we're looking for a 50% pullback. So just kind of a little bit of a mixture of everything with the funded accounts in the morning. You know, that morning trade's always a little different every day. So we just take it for whatever it gives us for that day. I'm not liking this blue outline. I think I'm going to change that because I can barely see that. Let's see if we change it to yellow. A little better. Yes and no. It really depends. If it's like a price action that you can see that slowly happen, but it's a little tougher in the morning because of how fast the price action is. So it's kind of hard to say, hey, I'm entering at this exact spot because it's not really a particular setup because a lot of times you're just taking breakout trades. I do says that, you know, sometimes I'm looking for a long above 70, and as soon as we cross that 75 or 70 area, I'll jump in long. And most of the time, I'm just looking for 30 points. I don't usually say, hey, I'm entering on 77. I'm exiting on 307 because it's happening so fast in the morning. So it's a little tougher to do that when you're trading the opening. Yeah, opening is so tough to trade. And it's just happening so fast. That's why a lot of times it's hard for me to focus on the chat in the morning too. One up, we're trading MNQ on smaller accounts. We are copy trading 3 funded accounts this morning. So we're doing a copy trading amongst 3 accounts on MNQ. So yeah, whatever happens on that first trade, we just let happen. Some days I only get 10 points. Some day I get 15 points. Some days just complete break even. No, this is a Ninja Trader, which Ninja Trader and Tradeovate are the same company. So I have on my gold trade in the evening, I'm going to start using their little risk management where I can set up a $150 loss and a $150 take profit. So like, you know, I was talking to Methodical a while ago and I butchered every gold trade last night. The gold trade was 5 for 5 last night and I didn't take any. So no gold wins. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I did take a little win on my Bulanox account with the gold trade, but it was 5 for 5 last night on gold. So gold was hitting last night. There's this one trade strategy that I've been doing with Methodical Man that Methodical Man kind of come up with on gold. And it has like a 90-something win percentage. It hardly ever loses. Like never hard. I mean, I'm talking about maybe once a week. But just kind of started doing it. The hardest part I have is not touching my account and just letting it play out itself. That's where I mess up. So I start moving my stop loss or just trying to go to break even, like doing all that stupid stuff. They're not supposed to go to do that. Yeah, let's bring over let me see if I can find the gold charts. And I show you how it works. So what you're doing is you're looking for 5 points on swings. Let me go back to the opening here. So that's where we open. Every line was a trade last night. So we open here. You can see it wick back into this opening. It went straight up. There's 5 points. We created another swing here. Your entry would have been right here. As you can see, another swing ran, another 5 points. Another swing there, another hit, 5 points. I think this one actually created another swing here. So swing through it, another 5 points. I think did we get tagged in on this one? It was close. It was close. If it tags you in, it was super close. You can see it hit right there at it before it ripped. And you only do this up till 9 o'clock. You do it between the 6 and 9 o'clock. Then after that, you don't do anymore. But basically what it is, you're just taking longs off the ledges. Longs only. We don't, I guess there might be a way to do shorts, but we only do longs only. As you can see, I just put a swing indicator on here and it kind of marks out all your swings for you. Oh, I guess that was one right here too, actually. I've never done any kind of Forex trading. Oh, did I miss the opening here? Oh, crap. I lost track of time, guys. Sorry about that. Woo, almost got distracted on the gold there. All right, so we need to start focusing on the opening here. We got less than what, a minute 30 seconds left. So we ran an hourly candle. That was kind of a push back into 50. So maybe this is where we'll get the breakout to the top side since we ran an hourly candle, retested the hourly candle. So hit a lot of support in that hourly. You like to see this at opening. This is what I like to see at the opening. Basically where it comes down there, runs a previously hourly low, which is this candle here, then blast out the top. But unfortunately, it's happening pre-market, so the 15-minute candle is really in a really good spot to almost take the breakout to the top side here because it's only what 78 to 65, so you're just looking at what 80, less than a 15-point candle, so that's pretty good. So the only thing about taking the long up here is what do you want to call it? We're taking it into a whole number on the very first trade. Maybe we'll just take it quick. I don't know. We'll see what happens. 4 seconds left. I couldn't even grab in that shit. That happened so fast. Wow, look, it hit the 37. Woo, that's very manipulated there, guys. Oh, that was nasty. You could have taken the breakout. That's what I was saying. Like that would have been a quick 30, 40 points on the breakout, but I'm not even sure if it had tagged you in, it would have happened so fast. There's no way to catch that kind of trade, guys. Time you hit the button, it would have tagged you in late. I don't really know yet. We're just kind of just waiting to see what happens. I mean, like it's hard not to take this above the 700s here. But we're going to be patient and wait for the first 5 minute candle and just wait and see what happens on the first 5 minute candle. It's still early. No hurries, guys. No hurries. The five, like I said, if you were playing the breakouts on each side of that 15 minutes, today was perfect because that 15-minute candle was not very big at all. Definitely a good looking 5 minute candle here. We're just going to have to wait for the next candle to print, guys. So you almost want to see the 25 hit, then excuse me. Just ran the 4 hour or the what previous hourly high there. That was that data wick at 720. You still got 2 minutes left on this 5 minute candle. You got a pivot also sitting up there at 760. So it's almost like, do we want that pivot sitting up there? I just don't want to jump in too early in this next 5 minute candle, rips all the way back down and just trapping you in. So that's what you have to be careful of. Mm. You want to see the ES break above that 48, we should get a nice push up to the 70s. So ES can break out here. Oh, excuse me. Ah, come on. 39 seconds left. Yeah, if ES breaks that 48, we should push to the 58s. Sorry, that was happening so fast, guys. We'll probably get stuck here at the 50s. ES has got to break the 48s here. ES breaks the 48s. We should get the push. If not, we'll just take our 10 points and move on to evals. It's probably still going to go. I'm just not going to get because it has to come back to the 25. That's pretty normal. I still say we make it up to the 60s. It's just I'm not going to get my full profit. Let me make sure I'm out of all my trades because we were copy trading. What the crap? Ah, dang it. Do we want to attempt another trade? Because for some reason I forgot to check. I only got 20 ticks on that. I didn't even get my 10. It's going. The ES just broke that 48, guys. Look at the ES. I knew as soon as we broke that 48 level on the ES, it was going to pop here. 49. It's going to what? At least to the 58. Son of a B. That's so annoying. Let's see what happens if because I think they said if we get through the 58s, we're probably going to be pushing up to the 73. So if this next candle can print above this pivot, above the 60, we'll look for another entry possibly. Hmm. Uh, if you pull a fib on this 5 minute candle, we were very bullish and it didn't pull back no more than 20%. So anytime you get a very bullish 5 minute candle, and if you pull a fib on that candle and you wick into like, and plus this was into whole numbers. So look, we hit the 25. Remember how I said I trade in between whole numbers? So we got the pull back into the 10. And when we broke back above that whole number, that's what enticed us to get long there. Because I trade in between whole numbers. So that hit the 50. You can see it hit the 50 to almost a tick. I still think we're going back up. I think this is just a pullback here. Hmm. I'm usually not a big fan whenever we got like a huge wick like this. The ES is going to have to get through the 58s. I don't know how many of you guys can see the ES charts. Hmm. Now, do we create a little inside bar? I'd be okay with the inside bar here. Uh, it's so hard not to take this. Uh, the ES just hit the 58. ES gets through those 58s, guys. We should freaking go to the moon here. Yeah, ES gets through those 58s. There's nothing stopping ES going up 15 points here, and that'll create a nice big move for the NQ. Oh yes, it's breaking it. What's up, man? How are you doing? You're long since 7 this morning. Nice, man. We're breaking that ES support level at 58, so I just man. The only thing is, if I long above 60 here, you know that we're going to run a resistance probably at 75, then get a pullback. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle. '50s holding. Do we break through the ES is holding? ES has got to hold 58 here. Hmm. I don't do forex trading. Ooh, very tempting here. We're just at this pivot, so it makes it very difficult to hop in this. I like that the ES is trying finding support at that 58. Nice. Yeah, nice if you held that long, man. We hit that 60 level. We trade MNQ futures. We're waiting to see what happens with this 58 level. So I don't know if we need to break the 58, but you definitely got to get through the 60s here because that's a Fibonacci pivot level. Like I said, just being patient, wait and see if we can break above this pivot. The ES would need to stay above the 58. Do we get the pullback all the way into the 15 minutes? I wasn't sure. Maybe another 25 pullback here. You really don't want to break back below 700s because that means we're probably going all the way back down to the 15 minutes at 680s. We're on the MNQ. Hmm. Did get a little inside bar here on the ES. No inside bar on the NQ, but inside bar on the ES. Hopefully it doesn't sit here and consolidates for the next 5 or 10 minutes, and then when it breaks out, you're not going to be able to catch it because it's going to happen so fast. Mm. If you guys put stuff in the chat, I'll have to look at the chat in a minute. Like I said, I was still trying to find another position here and see if we can break out to the top side here. I was waiting to see if the ES was going to break this inside bar and get away from this 58 level. If the ES can get away from 58, we should get a push up to the 74s. And it may even be safer to wait for it to hit the 75 first, too. But I'm only trying to grab 10 points in a runner here and use that 60 as my stop loss where that pivot's sitting. But you don't want to jump in a trade and have to sit here and consolidate either. You know, you want it to go. You don't want to sit here and just kind of struggle to get 10 points. Maybe the ES just creating a little bull flag here for a breakout to the top side. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle too in 50 seconds. $30 seconds left for a new 5-minute candle. For anybody trading on the 5-minute. And it looks like we'll be creating our first inside bar on the NQ. Ugh. The inside bar work. Watch it work. Wow. As soon as that thing closed, it opened and just ripped on that inside bar. And that was instant. I didn't know if this is going to be our next little bull flag here, guys, for a move to the top side. Ooh, look at the ES. It's trying to push here. Is anybody in a trade right now? Is everybody still sitting on the sidelines? You're in? Oh, still waiting? Yeah, I'm trying to wait and see what happens with this level with the ES. I wish we could have pushed that pivot up there at the 60s, but we just could not get through the 60s. That's what I was trying to target for my 30 points, but heck, we messed up our trade anyway because we forgot we had that thing sitting on 20 ticks and not 40. So we didn't get our freaking 10 points on that last entry above 30. We've got a minute 30 seconds left on this next 5 minute candle. This next 5 minutes kind of where you want to see this area hold and maybe do like a little bear flag, bull flag breakout back above 40. I mean, we're creating the same thing on the ES too. You can see it's a little 5 minute bull flag. For anybody likes to trade the bull flags. You're still in at 638. Yeah, that's a nice long on the. Yeah, ES looks a lot cleaner on this. Yeah, just kind of waiting to see if the ES is going to break out this little trend line here. Yeah, we just broke it. What a fake out that was. Man, I thought as soon as it broke that 58, I thought it was going to get a push, but man, what a fake out that was. The 4 hours is still bullish. MNQ, Luke. ES looks like it's trying to break here. Wow, just could not get through the 60s there. I feel like if we get to the 60s, you should get 67, then 70 should be your next target up. We're about to get a new 5 minute count on about 55 seconds. So you kind of want to see it stay above the 58s on the ES there. What's up, Rule? How are you doing today? We were still kind of waiting on another setup here. We're kind of waiting to see if the ES was going to break back above 60. The ES is printing above that support level at 58. It's like we got the big moves in the beginning, then we just kind of just turned into chop. I still feel like this is a big old bull flag. We just gotta. Maybe. All right, let's see if we break this. We break this bar, that'd be kind of like a trend line break here. So So we'll just take whatever happens, and this will be the last trade for the fundeds, guys. Just give me my 10. That's all I care about. No, come on. This price action's tough. The follow through has just been insane this morning. No good follow through at all. Come on. Dude, struggle bus, guys. Struggle bus. Someone blow on this thing or something. Holy goodness. Come on, ES. We need ES to start pumping that 67. Oh, you can do it. Dude, don't get within a couple points, man. Come on, ES. ES has got about 3 points left. Come on, for it runs the resistance. We need to hit this for that new candle prints. I don't want to print a new 5-minute candle. Okay. Ah, nice. All right, we're done with the fundeds for the day, guys. There's your 30-point funded trade. Had to be a little patient on that one this morning. Whew. So doing that, watching the ES and the NQ all the same time, it offered both entries if you're trading the ES or NQ. This is why we wanted this to hit before that new 5-minute candle prints, because you could have a deeper pullback on this new 5-minute candle because we're running back into that pivot. And you're running into more resistance at 67 on the ES. So let me take my accounts off so we don't and close my copy trade down. Flatten. All right. So we had 2 entries last time. I kind of, dude, I'm consider even taking this with the eval here. We can push and retest that pivot there. So we copy traded 3 accounts. Oh, we were only like $40 away from breaking that 27,000. So I have to close out this because you can't see it. All right. So like I said, we just copy traded 3 accounts. So basically $300. This account, now we're within $650 of $1,000 payout. So we just got to make 640 bucks. And so we'll be our first payout with that account. This one here, it looks like we still need 150, so 750, and that'll be the third payout on that account if we can reach that by the end of the month. So hopefully sometime this month we can complete these two. This one still needs what, 1,500 bucks. Nice, man. Being profit today. Yeah, put your accounts away. Go to an eval. Stay away from your funded. No more funded trades today. Man, get your funded profit if you are trading profits and put your accounts away. So nice little bull flag breakouts. It's nice when those little bull flags work out like that. You can see it. That was right there. Had a 4 candle pullback on the 5 minutes. And once we broke this wick here is where we got long. And also the same thing was happening with the ES. You can see the ES was happening there also with the bull flag breakout. There, the ES is going to 74 here. I feel like there's so much more room for the freaking NQ to move up here. Oh, yeah, most definitely. ES is going to 74. We are on eval only, so we will be more aggressive, guys. So this is not the greatest move, but we'll take it. All right, we're going to go to break even on that one because I know we can get the pullback off that 75 level. $75 could pull back here to the 50s, so there's your 75. I wouldn't mind seeing one of these days where you just blast the levels, guys. Just blast. But you know we're going to get stuck here at the 90. Try and be a few points below that pivot. This is why a lot of times whenever I say be careful taking that first trade into 75. ES has got about 4 more points, guys. ES has got 4 more points. We run into resistance. We'll just take whatever happens, just the fact that we're on a eval. It's almost like, did we go to the 26,000s? Dude, we get through that 74s, dude. We're ripping. I feel like I'm about to leave a whole bunch on the table here by taking profit at 94. That would be your first 90 hit. I will even take this back below the pivot if I feel necessary. Just because we're on an eval, so we're not worried about taking profit. So that's expected. Anytime you hit the 90 level, you're more likely going to get a push back into the 60s. All right. Uh, you're going to have that pivot hold up here, guys. Pivot holds should be in good shape. That's also your 4-hour high. So that's kind of like a 4-hour candle retest. This is why we got our stop loss where we got it at, because we anticipated a pullback to the top of that 4-hour candle and that pivot at the 60s. No, we're shooting for 25 up there, man. 95 would be a safe target. If you're looking for safe, 90, that 90 to the 800 is your safe target. But I'm not looking for a safe target because I'm not in a funded account. We're in a eval that we're trying to get past. But 90, that would be your safe target. 94, safe target. If you're looking to get out of this trade with a nice entry of 30 points, that is it right there. Because we could hit that 800 and reverse 100 points back to the downside. We're also about to run in resistance on the ES at 74. So there's no guarantees we get through these levels here. So that's why I'm saying 90 is your safe area. Perfect retest of that 64, though, man. That was gorgeous. Gorgeous on the pivot retest. Oof. That was almost funded trade worthy on that retest at the 64s. Yeah, if you're in a funded account, cash account, I would take your profit or take some of your profit. Don't leave all your contracts on, man. Ah, like I said, we're running into major resistance on the ES at 74. And 78 was kind of that's that one level that we had mentioned this morning after we broke out above that 58 area. What did we hit? What level did we get to? Did we get 94? Oh, we hit 93.50. Not quite 94. So close. So close. Sweet. There's your 94. Like I said, that's your safe target. So if we can break the 800s, what I'm looking for is for us to hit the 810s, pull back into the 90s to 80s, then blast back above the 800s again. So that's kind of what I want to see here if we can. Like I said, I don't know if the ES gets through the 74 here. We've been struggling to get through every single level that we've come through. And so this could just be a pullback, or do we just create a little consolidation box here for another pop here? So still struggling to get through those 90s. Are you still trading Iran? Oh, Dude, if we can, like I said, we need to break the 74 on the ES. We break the 74. I don't see how we don't go up to the 90 here, man. Could get another pivot retest here too, guys. So pivot, pivot. Where's Nautical Man song? He's long from 87. He got in there a little on the late side. What are you doing over there, Methodical? Getting in at 87 there, guy. You was supposed to have been in long at 67. Just look away. If you want to touch your stop loss, look away. Once we find support above 800s, I'm going to try to go in and lock in at least 20 points. We're waiting to see what's going to happen at 810. So we need 810 to hit. Then we need another pullback into the 90s. That's usually how that goes. You know, it's usually a repeat rinse every single day, guys. That's one thing that no one can really teach you. If you sit here and just watch price action move, you'll notice that it does the same thing over and over. So we hit about the 10. This is where you want to see another pullback into the 90s. Then you want to see it kind of blast back over the 800s. So there's your push back over 800s. We just need that 800s to hold. Like I said, repeat of this almost all the time, guys. This is why you never take the very first push into 810, or you never take the first push into the 800 or the 90. Those to me are always the hardest levels to trade. So then you're probably going to get a push up to say possibly 25 here, and then you're going to get another pullback and probably into the low 800s. Then if that can hold you, then you should get the push up there to the 50 will be next. Stop is 956 now. Nice, man. That's a good stop level. I like that stop level on the ES. Right there below that bear flag, bull flag breakout. So that's a good stop loss. You could probably look into even taking more if we break 75 here. If we break 75, we're probably pushing to the 90s. And that's on the ES. I will move this back down if the 800s can't hold. Like I said, it's just my runner on my eval, so we're just Come on, 800. We need 800 to hold up here. Oh, try not just to look away. I don't want to keep touching it, so I just want to let it play out. I'm hoping once ES consolidates here and just blast those 75s, man, we should be good to go. I know some of you guys probably can't see it on the vertical charts. I would even bring this all the way back to break even if I have to, guys. So we're holding for the grind higher because I'm waiting to see if ES. I don't really care for. I mean, I think even if as long as ES can hold the 67, $8.10 was your pivot. Why don't I? Is that under standards pivots? Come on, 90. Hold up. Show me some 90 love here. You just watching this morning, Nick, or are you actually trading today? Blast. This is looking like a good spot to hopefully take my stop loss here. You still on your break? Take a whole week off. Oh, there's that 74 level, guys. Like I said, ES, if you're an ES, if this breaks that 74, I think you could almost probably move your stop loss up to 65 or so if you're trading on that ES diary. I'm waiting for that first 25 hit, and I'm hoping that I can take profit up to like 90 something here. No hurries. Like I said, man, if we can break the 74, we gotta move all the way up to 90 here. Yeah, I don't blame you. I know what you mean by when you take a break. I had to miss out on a lot of trading last year because of a lot going on with the family stuff last year, and so I was in Georgia a lot last year. We will be back at my sister's house in May. So we'll be streaming at the same place that we were streaming at last week in May. Me and the wife, we usually go to Peachtree, Atlanta every spring. Ooh. Still struggling at that pivot level there, man. So unless ES loses that 67, we're gonna still try to hold this. I almost just want to drop the hammer with like a 10 micros, Nick, and see if I can get like a freaking 10-point trade to push me over that whatchamacallit. Uh over that threshold. But I know anytime I've tried that, it usually don't go my way. Oh goodness. Whew. Don't really want to see the 67 lose here. And this thing may just come back and stop us out and just freaking dump off here. So we haven't had a big pullback yet this morning. So I'm hoping this is just another little bull flag for us to get long. Now, I would never hold this 40, 50 points with a funded account and let this thing come back and stop me out for break even. I only do this on evals. So I literally want to add to this. I want to go in with like a freaking mini here and see if I can get like 5 or 10 points. 10 points to be better, get like a quick 200 point. But then there's that other thing that could happen. It could go against you. Oh goodness. We look into adding above the 800s here. Hmm. Did we get the 25? Let's see. No, didn't even get the 25 on that push. If ES can break 74 here, guys, we should get a little like a little pump here. We just got to break back above 74 on the ES. And it looks like it's just kind of consolidating sideways. Mm. Come on. What do we got? We're about to have a new 5-minute candle here. So this next 5-minute candle, kind of want to see this as like a 3-candle pullback. I wouldn't mind if even that being a little red. Then that next candle blast. Uh, we really don't have a target at the moment, Frank. We're just trying to see how much we can get out of this. Like I said, I really want to add to this move and see if I can get another 10 points. So this is the area you kind of need to see hold. If we lose the 79s, we're probably going back down to the 52s. Short of the 810s. Hmm. Nine, need us to get back above the 800 level here. Yeah, I like the fact that the 80s held. So just pull back. Yeah, hopefully it's just a pullback for us to keep blasting. We just need to get through the 800s here. The ES needs to get through. Okay, the ES is breaking those 74s. We should start moving here. I almost want to go in with 10 freaking micros here. Yeah, there is. Yeah, mine's at 79 here. 79.80. So that 79 is where my final take profit will be, guys. So if it comes back and hits 80 again, we'll just take profit there. Man, it's almost 10 minutes to 11. Push, push. Look at the ES breaking those 74s, guys. That's all we needed. We just needed ES get above those 74s, and the ES is probably going to make its way up to 90s. Well, this has been a long trade, guys. We've been sitting in this thing forever, it seems like. All right, there's a print. Like I said, if it comes back and stops us out, it stops us out. This is just where we'll take our profit at the 79. And ES is at that other support level of 74. So you wouldn't mind getting like a little field breakdown, but you just don't want a big pullback here. I wouldn't be interested in shorts unless we broke back below 60. Mm. Anybody else holding along with me? So 74 is still holding for the ES. As long as 74 holds, I think we're good. And we get through that 78, we should get a little push here. The next major resistance is up there at 92. Excuse me. Mm-mm-mm. Nice push. Okay, so you're looking for a short at 31. Dude, I'm not even touching shorts today, guys. This thing is it's so hard for me to even consider a short. What's your take profit on your short one up? Oh yeah, man. If you can, there's nothing wrong with trying to squeeze this a V-shaped index. Oh, let me look for that. I gotta make sure my stuff don't get shut down. No, it's just MNQ. Sorry if I missed some messages, guys. Did we ever hit the 25? Goodness. Not even the 25. I was looking for the 25 to get hit. The ES may have to retest the 74s. Long as 74 holds, I will hold this trade. I'm on the MNQ, the NASDAQ, micros of the NASDAQ. So with the micros, it's $2 a point, or I was in with 3 micros starting out, so that's $6 a point. If you trade minis on the NASDAQ, it's $20 a point, but I trade the micros because I'm trading 25Ks and 50Ks, and a mini is just way too big. A mini will just wreck your account in a blink of an eye on the NASDAQ. So you got to think just one mini going up 25 points to 50 points is $500 and $1,000. So you can go big with the mini, but you sure can lose big. Kind of need to see the 800 hold up here. Yeah, so I just trade micros. You can make quite a bit on micros. You can look for bigger moves. I do get stopped out quite a bit because sometimes I am looking for bigger moves. But I know what'll happen if I go in with like heavy size, say minis or something. It'll just be that one day that'll wreck all your profit. And that's usually how it goes. You can have like 4 or 5 straight good days with that mini, and that 6th day will just wreck your account. Yeah, or some advice from Solo. It says don't have a stop loss so you don't get stopped out. it's all in or none. It's either forget the stop out, you just go blow your account. What's up, Safe? How are you doing? Oh shoot. We gotta have that stop loss solo. I'm a stop loss believer here. Yes, I use that ATM strategy. Woo. Another successful day of copy trading solo. 3 accounts. May have to get a 74 retest here. And that's only yes. I use the Apex copy trader on Ninja Trader. I might have closed it already. A lot of times I put it away so I don't make a mistake on it. So it looks like that, where it just lists all your accounts and you select which one's your first one, then you select the followers. But copy trader can get you in trouble too, Joel. So it's one thing to lose your long on oil. Nice. Dude, oil would probably wreck me. I've never done oil. I think I took trade one time on an oil on a sim account. And I lost so much money so fast. I was like, holy crap, what just happened? It's just insane. We need oil to go down. That way the NQ can go up here. So we need the NQ to hold up here. So guys, I only got maybe like 10 more minutes. Then we have to get our stuff ready for My Funded Futures. For anybody that wants to continue watching, we will be on the My Funded Futures channel in 25 minutes with the Methodical Man. They do giveaways over there every day. If you're a My Funded Futures user, they usually give away 5 or 6 accounts every day. I know most days at least 5. Every now and then they'll give a random 6 one. No, we've been in a long since 64. Uh, 5 minutes. I take all my trades on 5 minute trades. Uh, I started using the 5 minutes whenever I started trading the inside bar. And I've just never gotten away from it. So I like the fact that 5 minutes allows you to be super patient. Where I used to trade the 1 minute chart and I would just be over trading way too much. So the 5 minute has helped me the most. Excuse me. So we just strictly do the 5 minutes. But we also use the higher time frames too. So most all these big boxes you see on my screen are the higher time frames. So this is the top of the 4 hour candle. Overall, this is a hourly candle, hourly candle, hourly candle, hourly candle, 4 hour candle, and two 15-minute candles. So the way we do in the morning is north of the 15-minute candle, we look for longs, and the south of the 15 minutes, we look for shorts. Just pretty much that simple every day. So as soon as we break out above the 15-minute candle, we're just looking for shorts. I mean, longs. I'm sorry, longs. So looks like we're about to get stopped. Uh, yes, just hit that 74. I was trying to give it a little room for that 74 right there. Oh, did it just wick me? All right. Finally got stopped out on that runner there. Unfortunately, we did leave a lot on the table there, guys. So that'll probably be my last trade of the segment, guys. Like I said, we have to get ready to go to my funded futures. We'll probably just hang out for a few more minutes and watch price action, and then we'll get our stuff set up. But I will be taking trades on my funded futures. We usually take trades every single day. I don't think there's a day goes by that we don't take trades. Thanks, man. We're about to hit that pivot. I wonder if this pivot holds here at the top of the 4 hour candle. A lot of times we like to retest this pivot. Hmm. How much time we got left on this candle? 2 minutes. Nice rejection off the 4 hour candle slash pivot. So I don't like the short unless we're back below 760s. But you want to, hopefully this is like a failed breakdown of that 74 level of the ES. And it looks like we're creating another little bull flag on the ES. So this could be another spot to get long if we start pushing back above that 74 on this little bull flag. Got a minute left on this candle. Remember, 54 is what you got to get back above here. I'm not even touching shorts unless we can get back below 60 level. Kind of get back below that 4 hour candle. What time is it? Ah, shoot. May not have time to grab another one here. I mean, this is a 5 minute bull flag here, guys. So mm, mm, 70 will be my line in the sand here. So we're not going to risk no more than like 10 points on this trade. So it's either going to go or it's not going to go. Um, kind of the another push into the 90s here. We still haven't broke above that 74. That 74 is the key level for the ES that you have to break above. Guys, I'm probably not gonna have enough time to finish this out because, like I said, I have to get my stuff ready. Thinking about puts. No, I don't think about options or puts. Like I said, 3 5 minute candles with a line usually pays your bills. The 5 minutes usually always has like nice breakouts. You just gotta wait for like usually 3 or 4 candles. I'm gonna go to break even, guys, because like I said, I have to head out. So we have to go to My Funded Futures. I have to get my stuff ready to go to My Funded Futures. So I'm not gonna be able to sit here and hold this trade because I have to have all my trades closed. So we're just gonna close this because well, I can leave it running, but what I'm saying, I can't be on this account when I'm trading over there. So I have to head out, guys. Thank you guys for watching this morning, and we will be back this evening. Find my stuff. Thank you guys for watching today.